Namo Buddhaya. Welcome you all wonderful people and my dear sons and daughters. Today we are going to learn about the essence of Buddhism. Now you may be having a question, what is the essence of Buddhism? What the Buddha really teach to us? Well, the Buddha answers for this question from three separate verses, where you can find them in Dhammapada. In case if you are wondering what is Dhammapada, Dhammapada is a set of verses which was originally preached by the Buddha in certain occasions due to certain incidents that happened in the Buddha's time. So we have 423 verses in Dhammapada, which are categorized into 26 chapters, and in the 14th chapter, which is known as the Buddha Vagga, which gives the meaning of the chapter of the Buddha preaches and Buddha teaches us about the essence of the advice of the Buddhas, or essence of the Buddhism. Now, first of all, in this video, I'm going to share with you the first verse, and also I'm going to make another two videos for the other two verses. So from this video, we're going to learn the first verse and the meaning of that verse. So before everything, I'm going to chant it for you. So listen closely. And after that, we are going to learn the meaning of it. The verse goes like this. Sabba papassa akaranang kusalassa upasampada sachitta pariyodapanang etang Buddhana sasanang. Okay, let's learn the meaning of that verse. Sabba papassa akaranang kusalassa upasampada. Let's take these two lines and learn the meaning. Sabba papassa akaranang. Buddha teaches us, avoid all evil deeds. Avoid all evil things from your life and cultivate the good or the wholesome things in your life. Now, when we think about our mind, when you just think about your mind, it's very prominent, it's very clear that we have a higher sensitivity to negative things, or they're called the evil things like anger, jealous, hatred, selfishness, laziness, ego. All those evil things are very easy to cultivate through this mind, in this mind. Is that true? Yes, that is true, right? It's very easy to get angry. It is very easy to feel jealous. It is very easy to hate someone. So Buddha says, to avoid all evil things, what you have to do, cultivate more wholesome things in your mind. For an example, if you get angry all the time, little by little, try to practice the love and kindness. Try to practice the patience in your mind. That is what Buddha says. So what you have to do to avoid evil things, you have to cultivate more good things. That is the only way that we can avoid the evil things from our mind. To avoid any kind of bad habit, the only way is to replace that bad habit with a good one. Practice something good in the time that when you are about to do an evil thing. So that is what Buddha said. To avoid all the evil things, cultivate more wholesome qualities like love and kindness, patience, tolerance, and unselfishness, compassion, dedication, courage. So when you talk about these wholesome qualities, it is very hard to practice. It's very hard to have the love and kindness inside your mind for a long time. We feel angry with people. But although these things are hard and difficult to do, what we have to do is we have to practice it little by little, little by little. We will fail, we will fall, we will cry. But we should not give up. That is what Buddha said. So to avoid all the evil things and to cultivate more wholesome qualities, and also Buddha said, sacitta pariyodapana, to cleanse one's mind. Now Buddha taught us, when you get these evil thoughts, these are called the defilements, right? The greed, the hatred, and the ego, or which we called the delusion. These three defilements makes our mind impure. Buddha said that the normal nature, by nature, our mind is very pure and it's very bright. But when we have this incoming defilements like greed, anger, and delusion, selfishness, what happens to our mind is it becomes impure. So to make your mind pure and cleanse it, cultivate the wholesome qualities in your life. Buddha said, etang buddhana sasanang. This is the advice of the Buddhas to this world. So see how peaceful advice that the Buddha gave to this world. So everyone can practice this, right? There is no religious difference. There is no any bounds or any rules to practice this. Anyone can. We all can practice this, right? So when we practice, what happens to our life? We get happiness, right? We get that self-happiness about our life. So many people out there, they don't have that ability to be happy about themselves because they are doing these evil things. These evil things bring the sadness and the suffering and the regret to our life. So easily, the Buddha said, instead of doing evil things, try to practice something wholesome, something good. So what we all have to do, regardless of any kind of religion, we have to cultivate more good deeds and good emotions and good intentions, good thoughts inside our mind. As a result, surely we will get the happiness to our life. So do good and be good. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Welcome you all wonderful people and my dear sons and daughters. This is the second video of Essence of Buddhism video series. In the last video, we learned the first verse of where the Buddha describes about the essence of Buddhism. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the second verse, right? So if you haven't watched the first video, just check out this video right here. You can learn about the first verse that teaches us about the essence of Buddhism. Right, let's get to the verse first. So in this verse, Buddha teaches us special qualities that we have to practice in our life. So first of all, I will chant it for you and you have to listen it closely. And after that, let's learn the meaning. The verse goes like this. Khanti paramang tapotitikha Nibbanang paramang vadanti buddha Nahi pabbajito parupaghati Samano hoti parang vihetayanto. So let's learn the meaning of this verse. Khanti paramang tapotitika. Buddha teaches us the patience is the highest virtue that you can practice in this world. Now, how can we be patient? Now, Buddha teaches that you have to be patient when people speak rude words to you, right? Most of the time, when people blames us, when people criticizes us, when people say mean things to us, what is the normal reaction, natural reaction of ourselves? The anger, the rude words, right? This is the natural reaction. Buddha said, no, don't react in anger, right? Be patient. Now, being patient does not mean enduring or tolerating the things out of fear. You should not be fear of anyone, right? You don't want to be fear of the person who is speaking rude to you, but still, what you have to do, patience means really being patient or tolerating these things positively, right? He's afraid of losing his temper. He doesn't like to lose his temper and speak rude words. Now, when you become patient, Buddha said, you should not hate the person who is speaking rude words to you, right? Is it very easy? No, it's very difficult, right? Now, most of the people say, when I say these things, like, it's very easy for you to say to be patient, but it's very difficult in the practical world. Yeah, it is very difficult. Even we, the monks, have to go through such situations. Even we have to practice patience. We have to be kind to people sometimes. We should not let our anger to take action. Otherwise, if we keep on doing these evil things, if we keep on practicing the anger, hatred, and selfishness, there will be no value in our life. There will be no good in our life. And that is why Buddha said, you have to be patient. And also Buddha said, you have to be patient when you're going through hard and tough situations, either physically, mentally, or socially. Sometimes you have to go through tough situations in your body. You may fall ill. You may have so many difficult, painful feelings inside your body. Buddha said, be patient. Don't lose your temper. Don't be angry when you're having the physical pains. Most of the time, when you're having a physical pain inside, when your body is paining, maybe you're having a disease, you tend to lose your temper. If you visit the hospital, you will see those patients, right? Those patients who are having severe pains, they even blame the doctors. They even blame the people who are treating them to them. So Buddha said, be patient in such situations. Practice the patience. Okay? Then you will not lose your good qualities. Nibbanang paramang vadanti Buddha. Buddha said, the enlightenment is the highest achievement that you can achieve in this world. Now in Buddhism, everything boils down to Nibbana. That is the only intention and that is the only aim of practicing the Buddha's teachings. Now you may be wondering what is enlightenment is. Enlightenment is a deep and a profound topic where we have to discuss in a separate video series. Surely I will do it in the future, but for now, for your understanding, for a simple explanation, Buddha said, Ragakkayo, dosakkayo, mohakkayo, nibbanang. The ending of the desire or the greediness or the greed, dosakkayo, the ending of the anger, and the ending of the delusion or the ego is what you call the nibbana, the enlightenment. So when you end or when you remove these defilements or these impurities from your mind, the desire, the lust or the desire or the greediness, or Buddha said, the hatred, the anger, and the delusion from your mind, what happens to you? You become enlightened. Once you become enlightened, your mind becomes calm, still, peaceful and tranquilized. And it is unshakable. That enlightenment, that achievement is unshakable. So that is the highest achievement in the Buddha's teachings. Nibbanam paramang vadanti buddha. Nahi pabbajito paropaghati. Now this is referred to the monks actually. Buddha gives the advice to the monks. Nahi pabbajito paropaghati. He who hates and hurt others or kill others is not a monk. Right? He's not a monk. He's not a true practitioner of the Buddha's teachings. Samano hoti parang vihetayanto. He who hurts others or he who makes others tired and difficult times to others is not a monk too. Right? That is referred to the monks, and also you can relate it to your life. And you will not become a good person when you hate and when you hurt others. So Buddha said, Etang buddhana sasanang. This is the advice of the Buddhas to this world. Be patient, achieve the enlightenment, and do not hurt and hate others. This is the advice of all the Buddhas to this world. Now see how peaceful and how wonderful the thoughts of our Buddha and the advice of our Buddha. So we all can practice this. So as Buddhists and as everyone who practice this, if you practice this and if you go through this advice, you can have a peaceful life, right? You can have the happiness in your life. So practice it and do good and be good. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Welcome you all wonderful people and my dear children. This is the third video of Essence of Buddhism video series. So today we are going to learn the 185th verse of Dhammapada, where Buddha describes us the essence of Buddhism, or what Buddha really taught to this world. So first of all, as usual, same as in the other videos, I will chant the words for you, and then we are going to learn the meaning. So the verse goes like this. Anupavado anupaghato patimukhecha sangvaro matanyuta cha bhattasmin pantang cha sayanasanang adhichitte cha ayogo etang buddhana sasanang. So let's learn the meaning of it. In this verse, Buddha says, Anupavado anupaghato. Do not disparage others, or do not look down on others, and do not destroy others' lives. This is the Buddha's teaching, or Buddha's advice to this world. Now in this line, Buddha says, do not look down on others. Do not compare yourself with others and do not think of yourself like I am a high-valued person, I am better than them. Right? Simply, Buddha says, in another word, Buddha says, do not be big-headed. And also, Buddha says, do not destroy the lives of beings. This is the first precept that we observe as Buddhists all around the world. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhyami. That means we refrain from taking others' lives, taking lives of the beings. So the Buddha's advice to this world, or Buddha's teaching to this world, is to refrain from being swollen-headed and to refrain from killing animals. And in the next line, Buddha says, Pati mokkhe cha sangvaro. Be disciplined according to the monastic code of conduct, or monastic rules. Now this line is referred to the monks actually, right? When it comes to the monkhood, we have the precepts. We have many precepts to protect. They are like code of conducts, right? It purifies our bodily conduct and the verbal conduct. So Buddha advises us to be disciplined. Simply, you can relate it to your life, to be disciplined from your body and from your words, right? So the discipline is a bigger part in Buddhism, to be disciplined, to have a good moral conduct. So Buddha said, be disciplined according to the monastic code. And then Buddha said, mattanyutacha bhattasmi. Now this is very important for every one of us, right? What is that? Be moderate in eating. The moderation of food. What do you mean by moderation of food? Simply, it means know the purpose of eating. Sometimes we forget why we are eating. Sometimes we overeat. We eat too much, and that gives this physical uncomfortableness. Now Buddha said, eat according to your health, right? Eat the food to have a better health and to sustain this life, not to enjoy by eating too much and be living an unhealthy life. So in Buddhism, healthiness or this health is a bigger part. Buddha said, Arogya Paramalabha. Health is the greatest gift that you can receive in this world. So Buddha says, be moderate in eating, right? Do not overeat, because when we overeat, our craving and our lust take over our mind. That is why we overeat. So be moderate in eating and know the purpose of the food. Then Buddha said, Pantangcha sayanasana. Now this is also referred to the monks, right? Buddha advised us to live in the forest where you are secluded from the people. You're away from these distractions. Now you may not have this chance to live in a forest or live in a quiet and calm and peaceful place. Maybe you are living in a town in the middle of distraction. So how could you find the peacefulness according to Buddha's teachings? Now remember, the distraction is not really the distraction. You can live peacefully and you can live calmly in the middle of the distractions too, if you find the silence in between these distractions. Because now, for an example, if we try to meditate, right? Suppose a distractive sound came up. Maybe someone is banging to a nail. Maybe someone is making some noises. What is our reaction? What will be our reaction? Our reaction will be the anger, right? Our mind just clashes with that sound. So that will be a distraction. If you know how to meditate correctly, right? If you know how to meditate correctly, you can live with that distraction. You can live with that sound. You can be friendly with that sound. When you become friendly with the noises and the distractions, they will not bother you, right? So that is the thing. You can find the peacefulness and the silence even in the middle of the distractions. So don't worry about the place you are living. Try to be peaceful. Try to do a little bit of a meditation. Be by yourself, right? Be secluded from the people for a little while, even for a day, for a little time in a day, and then you can find the peacefulness. So that is why Buddha said, so to dwell in the forest, for the monks actually, and then adicittecha ayogo. Now this is very important. Buddha said, be devoted to the meditation. Meditation must be a bigger part of your life. There are so many people, they are not meditating, right? But meditation must be a bigger part of our life, because through that meditation, if we are meditating, you will start to feel the peacefulness, right? If you're doing it for a long time continuously, you will start to feel. The reason why many people doesn't find meditation is so enjoyable is because they give up in the first place. They expect too much from them. Like, they expect this calmness and peacefulness and stillness in the mind from the first session of the meditation or first day of the meditation. Trust me, that is not going to happen for many people. If there are lucky people out there, it will happen, but for many people, it's not going to happen. So don't expect too much from your meditation. Just, you have to hang into the process, keep doing it for a long time, then you will feel the peacefulness. So these are the pieces of advice that was given by the Buddha to this world. This is what the Buddha taught to this world. If we practice this, regardless of any kind of religion, everyone can practice this, right? Everyone can master these skills. And when you practice the Buddha's teachings, surely you will find the happiness of your life. So practice the Buddha's teachings. Be mindful, be kind, and be wise. And then you can live a happy life in this world.